Hello and welcome my beautiful friends to a new talk video, and today I am going to talk about comparison. And is comparison really bad? Or can it actually benefit us also? Hello Scorpion Minds, my name is Tanya. I am a mindset and happiness coach. And during my coaching sessions, there are all the different questions that are arising, but one of them is definitely comparison. And this seems to be such a big deal in our society because now we're more connected than ever with everyone around this world pretty much. We've got social media, we've got Instagram, WhatsApp, YouTube, we see images of different people all the time, and also here we use Photoshop, which is not making things easier at all. And we see people living their best life, we see people with skinny bodies, trained bodies, we see people dressed the way they're dressed, and then we think to ourselves, I don't have that. I am bad, my life sucks. Have you ever experienced that? And let me tell you, there are two ways you are comparing yourself, or you can compare yourself. The first one is that you say, why is that person better than me? Or you tell yourself that person is better than me because he or she is living the life I want to have. You see it on Instagram. You see it, or you hear stories through your friends and you're like, oh, I wish I could go travel. I wish I would have lost those 5 kilos already, or something like that. And what that does is that you tell yourself that you are not worth it, that you are not worthy, that those people are kind of up on a pedestal and you're down here. Does that make sense? Do you sometimes feel that way? Because you're comparing your life to another person's life, and let's be honest, you're never gonna be that person. Even if you try super hard, you're never gonna be that person, because all you ever will be and are is you. In this reality anyway. But yeah, the second way of comparing yourself is actually so much more beautiful. And comparison can actually also help you to develop a stronger self-worth, to go ahead and see what you can learn from other people. So the second one is that you acknowledge that everybody has its own value, that the other people have its value, and you yourself, you have your own value, and that value is non-negotiable. See yourself through the eyes of love. Be really gentle with you and ask yourself, what can I learn from the other people? See their lives, see how they're acting, how they're talking. What can I learn from them? They're doing something good, they're doing something better than you. That's amazing. Because now you have a role model, you have a person to look up to, and you can learn from them. You can go out, be curious, ask questions, and take these things into your own life. Instead of saying, oh, I'm worth less because they do certain things, they have certain things, and I don't, so I must be bad. You're not. Everybody's got their own value. Everybody's got their own love. And yeah, really see yourself through loving eyes. That worth that everybody has does not come from the outside. It doesn't come from what they wear, what they have, what they say, where they are. That worth that you have and everybody else around you and everybody on this planet and beyond this planet comes from the inside. And that worth is there simply by being you, by being here, by living. You are worth it. And you are good. You're already doing so much. Think about a year ago or 2 years ago or 5 years ago. Who have you been? What were your thoughts like? And now look at your life right now. Haven't you grown already? Haven't you also learned from yourself? Compare your life to others, compare your life to your own life, but through a loving way, without resistance. Just see how you were, how other people's are, how you want to be. Compare yourself in such a loving way that you cannot do anything else but take these things in and project them onto your own life. Take it as a motivation, take it as a really great thing that you know it's possible. You see people achieving the things you want to achieve, which means it's humanly possible. And so can you. Who's telling you that you cannot do things, or that you can or cannot do things? It's only you. It's in you. And your worth is non-negotiable. It's there, and nobody can and will take it away from you. If you create resistance here, if you kind of push away these thoughts and feelings, and you create such a resistance to that comparison, that you kind of feel like, oh, I'm stuck. I don't know where to go from here. I feel so overwhelmed from all the other people living their best lives, that you cannot do anything else of like just pushing it away, resisting that it's already here. Then you're acting unfairly towards the other people, and most importantly, you're acting unfairly towards yourself. Be gentle with yourself. Try to let go of that resistance. Again, let go from that comparison towards others, making them feel good and you feel very bad. But go into that comparison mode of, I'm looking at other people's lives and I'm taking that as inspiration, as motivation for me to push, to work, to act towards my dreams. Also here, there are 3 things where you don't really know where people are at. So why judge? Why judge over other people? Why judge over you? The first one is that everybody has their own problems. So you could be looking at the person, at your neighbor, at a social media store or whatever. They could have the perfect body, the perfect house, the perfect relationship, whatever. But do you really know what's going on inside of them? They could be struggling with any emotional problem as well. They could have just received a terrible news. They could have anything. You don't know what's going on in other people's lives. Again here, it doesn't matter what's going on the outside. It's really all what's going on in the inside. And your worth and other people's worth is there just by being on this planet. And you have no idea what's going on inside of their lives. And other people don't know what's going on in your life. So it could be that other people are looking at you the way you look at other people, and they compare them to you. And you think like, oh, I'm not worth it. What do I have to offer? Right? Shift your perspective. You have no idea what's going on inside of other people's minds, inside other people's bodies. They could have the perfect thing on the outside, but again, you don't know what's going on in the inside. You don't know what they're going through. Same as you don't know what they had to go through in their life. Everybody is at a different part of their journey right now. So if you see people who already have everything you want, they have success, they have like basically your dream life, you have no idea what they have to go through. So why compare yourself to these people like, oh, I should be in their position? We're all on a different journey. And we're all starting at different points. Maybe some people are getting faster to their destination, but maybe also their destination is not your destination. Maybe things will switch and change all the time. Maybe you started here and they started here, or they started here and you started here, and it tries to shift. You have no idea. So why compare yourself? Why do you think that the people that are already here, or here, or here, or here, or wherever you want to be, are worth more than you? Because you're on a different path. So there's no reason to compare at all. And if you see, again, it's the inner things that count and not the outside things that are there. The outside things are merely strategies. Strategies that you can take on in your life if you want to. That you can learn from other people if you want to. The third point is creating long-term transformation can only occur when you're really there, when you love yourself, when you don't have that attachment towards a certain outcome. That you really, really try and let go of the negative feelings. Again, negative feelings, in my understanding, don't exist, because feelings, that's a different topic, but feelings just show you where it's easy to go and where it's hard to go, where there's still potential to learn, where there are things that you maybe don't want to have in your life. And creating long-term change is really only possible in a loving way. Because again, if you resist, if you hate, if you're sad and angry, it just creates more of that resistance, of that like powerful negative feeling sitting on top of your shoulders that you kind of cannot let go, because it's dragging you down. But as soon as you stop resisting, as soon as you consciously choose to let it go, let it float away, and counteract with love, then you will start to create long-term change within yourself. Coming from a place of hate will not change you, because you will only hate yourself for doing or not doing certain things. But if you start loving yourself from deep down inside, you will do things because you love yourself, because you want to change, and not because you want to change because you hate the things that are going on in your life right now. I hope that makes sense. So yeah, I really want you to ask yourself these questions when you start comparing yourself to others. Like, think about everything I've just talked about, but really ask yourself the question, what can I learn from that person? What can I learn from their journey? What can I learn from their life? How can I project that? How can I take that and bring it into my own life? Again, not having any value put upon the result, or any value or feeling that you are worth less than the other person because she already got something, achieved something. And then also ask yourself, do I really want that strategy, that thought, that thing they have in my life? Would I really, if I were my best friend, recommend that to a person? Would I recommend it to me? And if yes, then awesome, go ahead, try it. Again, don't be attached, don't put so much pressure onto it. Just act in a loving way. That was my 5 cents towards comparing with others. In short, it's really, don't compare yourself to other people, because you will never become those people. You can take their strategies, you can take the people as inspiration to see, oh, it's actually possible to go towards that goal where I want to. They have probably already gone through a certain situation, so I can learn from them. So that I can get to my goal quicker. Take it as inspiration. Don't see it as don't see these people as a way of that they want to attack you. it's not that. They are just living their life. They're going through the same things, the same obstacles as you are. And again, you don't know at what point of their journey they're in. You don't know what kind of problems they have. And create long-term change within yourself by being very gentle and loving towards yourself. All right, thank you so much. If you want me to talk about other topics, feel free to do that in the comments below. I would also really love to hear from you how you're dealing with comparison. Are you struggling with it? Or are you already dealing with it in a more productive way? Let me know down below, and I will see you next time here on my channel.